rumour has it that where God was running, he was actually running in the direction of the Promise Keepers Conference, which is coming up next month. 30 years of Promise Keepers. Can you believe it? Happening here in Auckland next month, the 9th and the 10th of August. And the National Director, Frank Po Ching, now joins us, who heads up Promise Keepers New Zealand. Talofa, good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Lizzie. So thank you so much for having me on your show.
Yeah, good to catch up with you.
Yeah.
Frank, I understand that you've been heading up Promise Keepers for about 18 months, and it's a little bit of a full circle moment for you. Tell us about that.
Lizzie, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and God says, "Hey, what are you doing? Come and work with the team." So, man, it's been fantastic. It's been such a blessing to come back to Promise Keepers. And when I say come back, I first encountered Promise Keepers conference or event probably a year after I became a Christian,
Okay.
back in the late 90s,
Yep.
98, I think it was. And then I went again in the following year, and it was just amazing. Never seen a group of men, young and old, worshiping the Lord apart from a rugby game.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a great example because I was going to ask you because, funnily enough, I've never been to a Promise Keepers conference. So,
Yeah.
um, what is at the heart of that it's all about?
Well, it's really about fathers and sons and uncles, grandfathers coming together. Really, that's what it is. And if you remember, and I'm sure a lot of your listeners are very familiar with Promise Keepers, it really started in the US.
Okay.
And it was a coach seeing the need to disciple some of his players, or a couple actually.
Okay.
And then over a very short time, it ballooned to from a locker room to rugby football stadium in the US. And the coach quit his job and daytime job and started pioneering this movement of fathers and sons and brothers across the US. And then the team from New Zealand heard about PK and went across and, hey, we want some of that here. So that's how, yeah.
PK, I like that. So 30 years in New Zealand, and I'm not obviously personally up to date with Promise Keepers. Is this the first time you guys have all met together for a while?
Probably for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
There during the pandemic, and dare I say that, we had some online events, and I wasn't part of that team. Obviously, I've only just been involved in the last year and a half.
Yep.
So this will be the first proper event since 5 years.
Great.
And also it's 30 years, so we thought, why not celebrate the 30 years and launch a new season for Promise Keepers.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
So there's the Friday night where you're having an informal dinner. Does that mean barbecue? Just out of
what?
interest.
Yeah, actually, we would love to have barbecue. I'm not a big barbecue person, Lizzie.
Aren't you?
You might be surprised at that.
I
Yeah.
am surprised.
But no, it's a light dinner, and what celebration for a Pacific Islander without food, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
I, I guess we all are. And then it's a really informal event, and some of the guys that bring their wives. A lot of the men who've been faithfully supporting and serving Promise Keepers over the years will be there. But Saturday will be the main event for Promise Keepers.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
us about that.
Well, we've got a whole host of amazing men
Yes.
who've been part of Promise Keepers over the years, or first time to really come and share what God has been doing in their lives. And it's going to be two things. One is to encourage, empower our men who will be there, and also for them to walk away with hopefully some insights and tools to make their world a better place, or the world around them a better place. And I think for me, my heart is for men to come together and really worship the Lord, because it's been a tough environment and for all of us, I guess. And so this is really just to draw men back into not a event per se, but it's more, let's come together and see what we can do as a group of men around the country. Yeah.
Yeah. And would it be fair to say You're saying it's not so much an event. Are you hoping that men are going to have an encounter with
Well,
God?
that's what we're saying. Come expectant,
Yeah.
come and to do business
Yeah, do
for
business.
yourself. Yeah, right. For
Yeah.
yourself, for your families who are supporting you, and also for each other, because really, Promise Keepers is really about uh, 2, 3, 4 men come together, the old forward drive thing, and you empower and hold each other accountable, and that's what God wants for us, right?
Yeah.
Is to yeah.
Yeah, we don't just want to do things for the sake of them, right? We want to actually encounter his presence and be changed. So, and have some fun and build some relationships. So, sounds like a great thing to be doing. Promise Keepers, the event coming up on Friday the 9th of August, Saturday the 10th. There's plenty of tickets still available, Frank?
Plenty of spaces available, so please come to promisekeepers.org.nz or promisekeepers.net.
Okay.
Sorry, .nz.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, well, I'll give you that website, promisekeepers.org.nz, to get your tickets, and there are group discounts available. Frank Po Ching,
Yeah.
thanks so much for being on the show today.
Thanks, Lizzie. Good to see you. Bless you.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can catch all our interviews on Star. See you next time.